Shalom Akyam. First and foremost, on say call hello, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. I want to send double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Much peace, love, and salutations to you brothers out there pushing the glory of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, in sincerity and truth. This is Brother Ariala, and this is just a quick algo update. Man, I was just thinking, looking at the news, looking at the different articles that brothers have been posting. Recently, you had the state of Israel. You had the state of Israel declare that they have agreed to a brief ceasefire in Palestine, something like a 3-day, 4-day deal where Israelis are supposed to receive some hostages, and and basically the Palestinians will have some more time to get up out of there, and also they're supposed to be releasing non-combatant, prisoners, Palestinian prisoners, or whatever. And I said this, on a few algorithms ago, how it's likely that even last time I sent out a WhatsApp message of me and Ricard Kwame going back and forth saying, likely there's going to be just a ceasefire agreement, and the Israelis are basically just they'll get to kill some Palestinians. Well, in this incident, incidents, instance, Netanyahu is aggressive towards making sure that they so-called wipe out Hamas, right? And they win a war, right? This fake war that they say they're having. And so they're aggressively pushing, you know what I'm saying? Like it talks about, I believe it's that, what's that, Psalms 140, how they are always, basically he's a violent man. And in Psalms 10, they're always just thinking about war. We bring out the scripture, at least y'all draw them out all the time. But they're going to do a ceasefire. And when you look at basically everything that's going on, I'm really at the beginning of this when they first did the raid in October 7th. I was like, okay, this is a setup. There's no way that Hamas will be able to penetrate Jerusalem and the areas around Jerusalem like that, you know, without being both sides basically understanding that this is going to happen. And now that I'm looking at this ceasefire too and everything that's happening as far as the state of Israel wanting to expand into Gaza for political reasons, for economic reasons. I'm really thinking Hamas is in on this too. Like the leadership of Hamas. I believe they're paid off. Um, I believe that for whatever reason, the state of Israel's got the leadership of Hamas in on this. Now maybe the little insurgent fighters, they don't know what the hell is going on. They think they're fighting for Muhammad and Islam and Allah and whatever. But I'm really looking out at this situation, and it really kind of is like, okay, well, the leadership of this Hamas group seems to be in cahoots with the state of Israel. Just the way that everything is moving is stupid. You go and you attack uh, Israeli targets. It's like it was like a good attack, but not really. You're not prepared to defend anyone or yourselves. You're getting your asses handed to you all around Gaza. You look stupid. No one is coming to help you. You had Algeria. Now there was a video of the Algerian parliament saying we're declaring war on the state of Israel. But when you actually do a little bit more research, I was like, okay, let me look into this because it's very serious. You know, we're an Arab country. We support. Uh, we don't like what the state of Israel is doing. Just a bunch of talking. And the only person that's throwing hands is the state of Israel. Meanwhile, you got Shia Muslims all around, Shiite, all around the Arab world just standing there looking. Even Hezbollah. You got Hezbollah in Lebanon. You got the Houthi rebels in Yemen. You got the Iranian Guard, obviously in Iran. You got Syria, who's already still kind of like fighting themselves. They just staring. And then you got Egypt and Algeria just saying, oh no, that's bad. Meanwhile, you got the state of Israel finalizing all types of business deals. All types of business deals. Getting ready for the MOTB and rolling out a whole new economic epicenter in the Middle East. Now, Saudi Arabia is on it. I was talking with Raquaria Kwam, and Saudi Arabia, they holding boxing events. They getting all the latest football players. I'll say it the way Raquaria Kwam wants me to say it. I'll say soccer. He's like, it's football. They're getting all the latest football players. They're modernizing Saudi Arabia with seemingly like they getting ready to be the new center of entertainment, sports, because a whole new economic system's getting ready to roll out, man. They really think they're going to accomplish this whole MOTB plan. And when you read Revelation 12, Revelation 13, they're making those moves. They're making those moves, man. We did the algorithm talking about cyber attacks, them wanting to control the internet, them basically putting regulations on your access to online traffic, them letting you know, like, look, the way data is going to be moved across the earth, we want total control. We want total control of how you move anything digitally, even your voice, even your thoughts. They want control of all of that shit. And when you look at this situation going on in the state of Israel, what the hell is a goddamn Hamas? What are they doing? What are they doing? You're gonna give up your leverage. You're gonna give up a little bit of the leverage that you have. You're gonna give it. You're gonna give it up and just give up the hostages and have a 4 or 5 day ceasefire. None of what they're doing since October 7th made any sense. So I'm looking at this situation saying, all right, there's definitely some inside work going on in this bitch. You know, something's going down, man. Okay? And there's a bigger battle being fomented because the state of Israel, they're not giving up this Gaza Strip. They're taking this bitch over, and that's it. So when we get to the beginning of December, they're gonna start back at their assault and onslaught of Gaza. What is the so-called Islam community? What are they gonna do? What is Ishmael gonna do? Ishmael you need to get your ass up, man, and be that wild man we expect you to be. God, the brother just said Mike Tyson just opened a boxing gym in Dubai. Yeah, they're doing all types of business, man. They're basically putting the world on notice, like, hey, we're modern. You can come over here and have a good Western time. But Israel, like, hey, hold my beer. We need to clean up this area and take it over before we start finalizing some of this business that's getting ready to roll through here. So we're going to see how all these other communities are going to do. What's likely, what I'm looking at, is what's going to happen this winter in Germany and France with energy. Because everybody knows the United States busted that pipeline going through the Baltic Sea. All right, Nord Stream 2. Everybody knows the United States was in on that. Now, Europe is having to buy this expensive ass natural gas from America. People can't afford heat. So we're starting to see a more disgruntled Central Europe. We talk about those two little horns in Revelation, the 17th chapter. We keep mentioning Germany and France, which there have been constant in upheaval. people forget that these nations, these European nations, they're not doing very well. They're not doing very well at all. If there's not more stimulus pumped into the economy over the course of 2024, you're going to see average middle class European and even American people be extremely disgruntled. Okay? Extremely disgruntled. So that is not looking good. What's going to happen when you got all these Palestinian refugees spread all across the damn place, shitting and pissing everywhere? And meanwhile, the state of Israel is like, hey, what you gonna do about it? What you gonna do? They're gonna continue to poke the wild boar. They're gonna continue to poke, and because they're greedy, they're greedy. You think they're gonna stop? You think they're gonna stop? No, they're gonna move next into the Golden Height region and say we need a reason to take that too. They've already tried, and they're gonna try again until they get what they want. Okay, they're not gonna stop with the Gaza Strip. They're gonna continue take over the Gaza Strip. Then they're gonna move north, try to take the Golden Height region. They want to expand into what they call the New Middle East. We talked about it on a couple of algos ago. Showed you on the map. The New Middle East, basically, it's that Greater Israel project revamped and renamed and rebranded. Okay, they're doing the same model of what they were doing 10 years ago. Now they just ain't question. They just ain't asking no questions. They just moving forward. Meanwhile, in the background, you got uh, the Western nations, Europe and America, already putting the propaganda in place, legislation in place. I saw that they just passed something up in New York for them to be able to just bust into your crib and quarantine you. They just passed that. Okay, I saw it was on Twitter how they passed it over there in New York with them just being able to bust in on you, man. Yeah, it's called the Greater Israel Project, Middle East Project. Now they don't, because everybody done brought it out on the Greater Israel Project. You type in Greater Israel Project, all types of videos pop up exposing the pipelines and the economic trade routes that they're trying to do. But yeah, anyway, yeah, they just passed a new law in New York. Now you try to do that in Texas, you're gonna get clipped. If you try to do that in Texas, you're gonna get your ass popped. They're gonna get to the fourth, fifth house and somebody getting shot. Okay? So we gonna see how effective that is. But the point is this: that these draconian laws, digitally, these draconian laws are coming down, man. They're getting ready for major upheaval. And this assault from the state of Israel, it seems like the first part of this shit is already been laid out, along with the leadership of Hamas being in on it. The leadership of Hamas chilling somewhere. Meanwhile, the grunts are getting their asses handed to them all over Palestine. Okay? Babies getting their heads chopped off, blowing up hospitals. They don't give a damn. Okay? And they've successfully implanted propaganda for most people to say, oh well, oh well. The water for the scripture, Obadiah 1:6. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? God, absolutely. Absolutely, man. People are starting to figure this out, man. But it looks like they're gonna move into a whole nother leg uh starting in December, man. They're gonna let everybody go home, eat some turkey, all this other bullshit. Uh and then they're gonna go ahead and move forward with this next thing. They're already being able to they do a lot of test shit. Like car ran off the road on in the border of Canada and US. They quickly said it was an Islamic terrorist. Turns out it's just some nigga drunk with his hoe from the casino. Now who drives around in a Bentley committing terrorist attacks. But this shows you how ridiculous the media can be and how quickly they can spread some BS, man. They do stuff just to stir up the pot to see how quickly, like, oh, I bet he was just he was gonna go to a Kiss concert and he decided to go to the casino. Wasn't a terrorist attack. I bad. you know, but they'll shut down your YouTube page for misinformation. They need to shut down CNN and Fox News for constant fake news and misinformation, right? It's just you can't make this stuff up, bro. You can't make this shit up. Like the elder Kadar here in Dallas likes to always say, man. Look, Esau last best shit was 9/11. After that, the stuff they've been coming up with is so stupid. But people are so dumb they believe it. They believe it. They gonna tell the people to put them diapers back on their face, and the people gonna do it too. Watch. People gonna do that dumb shit in 2024. But I just wanted to do an update. I just thinking. I was just looking at the news and considering everything, and I'm just like, you know what? This is all some bullshit. All the Arabs, the Muslims, they're just walking around complaining, looking at each other while they're brothers. Because the Muslims purport themselves as being so hardcore. You know, y'all ain't throwing a rock back at these niggas. Okay, y'all ain't throwing one rock. The big nosed bastards all up in Gaza kicking ass. Okay, kicking ass, man. And everybody's just, oh Allah. Man, please. The leadership of Hamas is set y'all up for a downfall. But we're gonna see what happens when the state of Israel continues to expand their reach. Because we've seen what they've been doing over these years. They're not gonna stop. You know. That's right. Yeah. Once that turkeyitis sets in, they gonna push to the next phase. Yeah. So they're supposed to be doing this 4-day ceasefire. They said we ain't gonna drone strike you. We gonna leave you alone for a second. You know, and then probably December 1st, we're gonna get right back to this shit. So that's what we're seeing, man. But from what I've seen, the whole stuff in Algeria, that wasn't really a declaration of war. It was an exclamation of we don't like it. More bullshit talk. But we're gonna have to see. I think these other European nations are getting ready to kick ass faster than the Muslims. Sometimes I'm thinking they're getting ready to move, but we've been seeing Erdogan and the leadership of Turkey talk big. They really haven't been talking like that for a while. We're gonna see if that's gonna turn into something. Okay. But I think there needs to be a lot more bloodshed. There needs to be more atrocities from the state of Israel before there's a response, a true military type of response. Because Hamas does not have the capability to do anything. If they did, they would have already done it. They would have already done it. Okay, but they don't, and it looks like right now the rest of these nations are not trying. They don't want no smoke. So we're gonna see. I just wanted to put them thoughts out there, man. The water, man, for all the scriptures. I'm driving. Let me see if I can read a couple of them. Psalms 58:3 from what's that? Melchama says the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Absolutely, absolutely, man. And you always see is lies and propaganda all over the internet. Lies and propaganda all over the place, man. So, we're gonna see how this picks up. But be mindful, Akiam, when y'all read these TikToks and articles, that stuff, and you see how they lie. You see how they lie about terrorist attack on a Canadian-U.S. border. Turns out it was just probably a coked up Edomite with his chick going to the casino. You know, See how they'll just put anything up there, man. Okay, all of this stuff be clickbait, man. Even the alternative media, it's just click. It's a lot of clickbait. Motherfucker ain't finna go to war and tell you about it first. Okay, they gonna do that shit, and then we gonna know. So we know the prophecies are at the forefront. We're just waiting for a few more of these prophecies to go ahead and roll. And with that, man, we'll say once again, call Allah Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honors once again to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Much peace, love, and salutations to y'all. I'm out there pushing the word sincerity and truth, man. Shalom off the water for the scriptures. Like I said, once again, shalom.